This is a new world of pool. Home of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome to Sharks.
Good afternoon, Shark Fanatics, and it has come to this, the final dance between Yves Cabrito and Jerico Bañares. What started last Monday comes to this, the finals between the two, race to 19 for the battle for supremacy. The Sharks Invitational that's presented to us by Congressman Arnie Teves Jr. So we're gonna see the rules for today's championship match. So it will be following the World Pool Association 10-ball rules. Fouls will be called on all balls. There will be a 30-second shot clock to all the shots. To each player, with a 10-second extension per rack. Only 5 jump shots can be attempted today. Each player can avail of their one 5-minute timeout. The player on deck has the option to either go for a push-out or a safety shot immediately after the break. On all push-outs, the incoming player has the option to either accept or return the shot to the original player. On safety shots, immediately following the break, the incoming player can hit but not pocket the lowest numbered ball. And if any ball is unintentionally pocketed on a safety call, the incoming player has the option to either accept or return the shot to original player. So this game, guys, is under the supervision and regulations of the Games and Amusement Board. So we're going to see the cash prize for this tournament. So the champion will go home with a really big sum of 200,000 pesos. The second place will get half of that, 100,000 pesos. The third and fourth place will get 50,000 pesos. Those who made it to the top 8, 5th, 6th, and 7th and 8th place will get 20,000 each. And those who made it past the elimination round, top 16, will get 2,500 pesos each. Of course, this is subject to 3% deduction by the Billiard Managers and Players Association of the Philippines. So, without further ado, we're going to see Yves and Jerico do their lag for the initial possession of the table for this race tonight, Battle for Supremacy.
Good luck, players. Lag. Yves Cabrito wins the lag.
And our referee for this game is Joel Calzado. And Yves Cabrito wins that lag, and he gets to shoot first.
Break.
And that break was brought to you by Andy Premier.
Safety.
Jericho will play a safety. Hides that cue ball behind the 8. So we're going to see how Yves responds to that safety play.
On both sides.
Cabrito calls for his shot at the 1.
Scratch. Out shot.
Ouch. That's a scratch by Yves. So the cue ball will be awarded now to Jerico Bañares. We're seeing Jericho, repositioning the cue ball for his attempt at the 1. Will Jericho be able to steal this initial rack from Yves? Let's continue to watch Jerico play.
Five ball side. Six ball, corner.
A bit of contortionism here to take a shot at 7, and he was able to drop that.
Eight ball.
Last 3 balls on the initial rack. Cue ball is very close to the 9 ball. Okay, Jericho's gonna go for a bit of a stretch.
Good.
Wow.
Ten ball, right corner.
And Jerico Bañares gains first blood
Jerico Bañares.
to this race to 19. Steals that initial rack from Yves. And we're gonna see highlights from that previous rack. So here's the safety by Jerico. Yves was able to hit the 1 to avoid the foul, but the cue ball dropped. So that scratch cost him that rack. So Jericho went to work and sent the rest of the balls to their respective pockets. A bit of a stretch there and a bit of an adjustment there, but he was able to pocket all balls. So there you go. First blood. Point number 1 goes to Jerico Bañares.
Secret weapon of champions. Battle tested. Engineered to perfection. The tip of the spear. Core Q-tips. Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
This coming 2023 biggest tournament here in Quezon City, of course, it's the QC Open, certified by the Billiard Managers Players Association of the Philippines. Stay tuned about tournament details of how you can join and who to contact for inquiries. Of course, it's presented here at Sharks, the Mecca of Pool. Jerico Bañares steals that initial rack from Yves. And I believe it's Jerico also who will do the break on the upcoming rack. So we're going to see that in a few.
Break.
And that break was brought to you by Andy Premier. And I believe Bañares played a safety here. We will see how Yves responds to this.
One ball side.
And he calls for a shot at the 1 at the side. Oh no. That is a foul, I believe. So the cue ball will be awarded to Jerico. So on that first rack there was a scratch. Now there's a foul.
One ball corner.
Jerico calls his shot on the 1 ball. And he makes it. Let's continue to watch the Panday play the rest of the balls on this rack. Last 4 balls for Jerico Bañares on this second rack.
Station.
Calls for his extension. Calls his shot on the 8. And Jerico Bañares is still hot from his semifinals match. He gets 2 points on this race to 19 finals. So we're going to see here the safety play made by Jerico. And then this is the response by Yves. Unfortunately, that was deemed a foul. So Jerico went to work, dropping those balls and sending them to their respective pockets.
Secret weapon of champions. Engineered to perfection. Battle tested. A warrior spear. Cod Jump Cues. Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
Don't miss this first ranking event of the Billiard Managers and Players Association of the Philippines 2023 Philippine 9-Ball Open. This will be featuring our ranked players, Kyla Moroto, Paul John Ladao, Jerico Bañares, Alexis Ferrer, Anton Raga, Bernie Regalario, Mark EJ Conanan, and of course Jolo Aspuria. We'll keep you posted and keep you updated how to join this tournament and who to contact for inquiries. Just stay tuned here on Sharks, the Mecca of Pool. Current scoreboard shows that Jerico got that initial rack and the second rack with a 2-point lead over Yves Cabrito. We will see Yves Cabrito do the break, and we're gonna see that in now.
Break.
And that break was brought to you by Andy Premier. Bañares is now surveying the table, considering his options, and he opts for his push. Okay, Yves will take a shot at the 1. A safety play there, I believe. Not sure if Jerico has a line of sight. Okay, he calls his shot at the 1. He plans to drop it at the corner. So let's see if he'll be able to make it. It rattles. Cue ball is sent to that far end. Now it's Cabrito's turn to take a shot at the 1. Calls his shot. And he makes it. So no break and run outs with this kind of format. But let's see if Yves will be able to do a run out here on this rack and get his first point. So let's continue to watch him play.
Ball. Left corner.
Calls his shot and sends it home. Last 5 balls for Yves, and possibly get his first point and put himself on the board. Does a bit of a stretch here for his attempt at the 9, and he drops it.
10 ball. Winner, Yves Cabrito.
Yves Cabrito drops a 10 ball and gains his first point. So we're going to see highlights from that previous rack. So we're going to see here Jerico's attempt at the 1. It didn't drop, and it left Yves that window he needed to work on those balls on that rack and gain his first point. Well played, Yves. 2-1. And we're gonna have a word from our sponsors. Stay tuned, guys.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
This coming January 5, 6, and 7, we're gonna start the year right with a blockbuster event featuring Chang Jun Lin versus Carlo Biado, with a Black Tiger versus Fire Dragon. You're gonna see that here live on Sharks, the mecca of pool. So after taking the initial 2 racks, Jerico leads by 1. Yves Cabrito will keep on playing here. So Jerico will break on the next rack. We're going to see that in a few seconds. So stay tuned.
Break.
And that break is still brought to us by Andy Premier.
Safety.
Safety play by Jericho. We will see now how Yves would respond to it. Thus, a safety play himself. Now it's Jericho's turn to respond.
One side. One ball side.
Jericho calls his shot. Will he make it? Excellently done there. So he's taking a shot at the 2 now. So let's continue to watch Panday play out this. Okay, so he opts for a safety play there. We're gonna see Yves respond to it. So it's now back to Jericho to take a shot at the 2.
Five ball. Five ball.
And he hits it to avoid the foul, of course. So back and forth it goes between the 2 players. Definitely they know that the initial momentum for this first early racks would matter, especially with this race to 19. This is all for the marbles. So you see it there in his reaction. Almost dropped the 2 at the side. Yeah, but he leaves it open for Jericho. And Jerico drops that 2 ball.
4 ball, right corner.
Calls his shot. And makes it as well. Last 3 balls for Jerico Bañares to possibly gain his 3rd point.
Ball.
Calls his shot. And he makes it. Jerico Bañares now with 3 points. So we're going to see highlights from that previous rack. Okay, so we're going to have a word from our sponsors. So please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
This is a new world of pool. Home of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome to Sharks.
As a follow-up to that matchup between Chang Junlin and Carlo Biado, January 10, 11, and 12, it's going to be Chang Junlin, Dennis Orcolio, the Fire Dragon versus the Robocop. Only here on Sharks, the mecca of pool. Three to 1. That is the current score right now. Bañares with an early lead, but again, here on Sharks, no lead is safe because comebacks are always real. So I believe it's going to be Jerico Bañares doing the break. I'll have to... Alright, sorry, I believe it's Yves Cabrito doing the break. So we're going to see that in a few seconds. And that break was brought to you by Andy Premier. Jerico calls for his extension. And he opts for his push out. Okay. Nudges that cue ball just a little bit. Okay, so Yves will take a shot at the 1 ball. He has the line of sight, I believe. Okay, he nudges it and hides that cue ball behind the 5 and the 9. So Jerico is surveying the table right now. Okay.
Lara. 8 ball corner.
Calls his shot. Okay, he's gonna use his jump. Hits the one to avoid the foul, of course, but doesn't drop any balls there. So again, there's a 5
Right corner.
jump shot maximum rule in effect here. So Jericho uses one jump shot already. Oh no. Cabrito leaves that one ball hanging in the corner. So Jericho, of course, will take advantage of this, does a bit of a contortion here. So drops that one. And he takes a shot at the 2. Bañares is dialed in right now. And he's going to work on this rack again.
Four ball left corner.
Bañares drops that 4 ball. Possible combination play here on the 9. Not sure if he's gonna take it. Okay, he's gonna do a bit of a stretch here. Okay, he just gives it enough push to break those 2 balls apart. Now it's Yves' turn to take a shot at the 5. And he bumps that 8 in.
Five ball side.
Okay, so Jericho responds to that shot, sends that purple ball farther out, hides that cue ball behind the 9. So Cabrito will take a shot at the 5 now.
Five ball side.
Calls his shot. And ended up with a safety play.
Five ball corner.
Okay, Jericho calls his shot on the 5 this time. So back and forth it goes. This 5 is staying on the table. Still doesn't want to go home. And finally, Jericho sends it home at that far corner. Last 4 balls for Jericho on this rack, possibly gaining his 4th point. And Panday is working it. There you go. Last 2.
Ten ball.
Bañares gets his 4th point. An early lead in this race to 19. So we're going to see highlights from our previous rack. We're gonna see Bañares go to work, sending those balls to their respective corners, respective pockets. 4-1. That is the early score right now. So stay tuned. We'll be back after a few words from our sponsors. And another one for our January treat. This time it's between Chang Junlin versus Baset Mokaibat. January 14, 15, 16. Save those dates. It's going to be the Fire Dragon versus Kingpin. Taiwan versus Philippines. While here on Sharks, the Mecca of Pool. Bañares with 4, Yves Cabrito with 1 in this Race to 19 finals match for the battle for supremacy. The Sharks Invitational presented to us by Congressman Arnie Teves. Still too early to say. Stay tuned. Jerico Bañares will be breaking next, and we're going to see that in a few seconds. And that break was still brought to us by Andy Premier.
Safety.
Goes for a safety. And we will see how Jericho will respond to that play by Yves.
One ball, left corner.
Jericho calls his shot. Oh no. And he leaves an opening here for Yves. Will Yves be able to capitalize on this opening he got from Jericho? Let's watch him play. Okay, Yves Cabrito requests for the mechanical bridge for his shot here at the 3 ball.
Station.
Calls for his extension. And he makes it. Yves is on a good roll on this rack. Oh, I hope I didn't jinx that one. His shot at the 4 rattled.
Four ball.
Jericho now taking a shot at the 4. And he drops it. 6 balls for Jericho on this rack. And wow. Excellent cue ball control being shown by Jerico.
Nine ball left corner.
Calls his shot at the 9. And he makes it.
10 ball left corner.
And he's taking a shot at the 10. Look at those eyes when he's making those shots. That focus, that laser dialed in focus right now. So that's 5 points for Jerico Bañares. So we're going to see highlights from the previous rack. We're going to see here Yves' attempt to drop that 4. And that miss led to a Jerico run out. So the Panday is working right now. So that's 5 points for him. An early lead in this Race to 19 finals. So stay tuned, guys. We'll just have a few words from our sponsors and we'll be right back.
Secret weapon of champions. Battle tested. Engineered to perfection. The tip of the spear. Core Q-tips. Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
Congratulations to AJ Castro, also known as Cristo, from Marikina, for winning yesterday's 10-man showdown. So he bested 9 other players and he landed top spot. So we're going to see the numbers here, 419. So that's Castro, Baculo, and Villapando. Magic number is 419. Don't forget, guys. Congratulations, AJ. Way to go, bro. Scoreboard still shows that Jerico is on top with 5 and Yves with 1. Still too early to say, but Jerico is building on momentum right now. So we'll see if Yves will be able to mount a comeback and close the gap. And we're gonna see Yves Cabrito do the break. And that break was still brought to us by Andy Premier.
Safety.
Bañares does a safety play. We will see Yves' response to it.
One ball corner.
An attempt at the 1. It didn't drop, but
10 ball. Good.
oh, Jericho went for a quick point there. Possible combination play for him just to get a quick 6 point, but it doesn't drop. So Yves has a shot at the 1, calls it, and let's see if he'll be able to make it. Oh no, he leaves it open for Jericho. So Panday is now surveying the table, considering his options. Will he? Okay, he's taking a shot. The 1 drops it.
10 balls high.
Okay, he's gonna go for it. Combination play on 10. And he does. Second time's the charm for him. First time didn't go in, but this time around, using the 2 ball, he drops that 10 at the side. Gets his 6th point. I would say very early on, this is a commanding lead right now, 6-1. So we're gonna see here his first attempt to drop that 10 by combination with the 1 ball. And now, with that miss by Yves, he drops the 1 ball and then sets himself up for a combination play with 2-10. Dropped it at the side. Well played by Panday.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
So we're gonna see here the path they took to make it here. So Jerico played against Mark EJ Conanan, and Yves played against Ronel Nalaunan earlier this morning. So this was the path they went through to make it here in the finals. So Yves Cabrito, Jerico Bañares, currently 6-1. Favor to Jerico.
Break.
And that break was brought to us by Andy Premier.
Safety.
And Yves plays a safety here. Sends that cue ball at this far end of the table. Sends that 1 ball far the other way around. So
1 ball right corner.
way. Jericho is now taking a shot to 1. He calls it. Hits the 1 to avoid the foul. But leaves an opening for Yves. Will Yves capitalize on this window? Sige, let's see what he does. He drops that 1 at the side. Yves needs to get his game going because this 6-1 lead is pretty big right now. I know there are fans out there rooting for Yves, and of course there are fans also rooting for Jericho. So this is a really good matchup right here. Yves is working the table right now. Last 6 balls for him to possibly gain his 2nd point. Last 3 balls for Yves. Calls his shot on the 8. Yes, Cabrito gets his second point. So we're gonna see highlights from that previous rack. So he plays a safety here. Jerico responds with a shot at the 1, but he leaves it for Yves to do a run out. So Yves Cabrito gets his second point. Trims down the lead to 4. So please stay tuned. This finals match will continue right after a commercial break. This coming 2023 biggest competition here in Quezon City, the QC Open, certified by the Billiard Managers Players Association of the Philippines. Stay tuned. We will give you details on how to join this, who to contact for inquiries. So catch it here on Sharks, the Mecca of Pool. Six to 2. Bañares on top with 4. Yves Cabrito will be mounting a comeback. Trust me on that, folks. We're gonna see that happen here in Sharks.
Break.
And that break was brought to you by Andy Premier.
Safety. One ball, corner.
So while we see Jericho take a shot at the 1, we're gonna read comments from our social media pages. First on Facebook, Baby Irish says, "Good luck, champ." Marlon Egyo says, "Good luck, Panday. Watch again from Gigong City. Shout out to my daughter, Althea Lynn Marie Estanyol Ego." So I hope you're enjoying the games right now. This is the Race to 19 finals for the Battle for Supremacy. Willie Villanueva says, "Panday, tirahin mo na." Michael Kinay, one of our players here, says, "Go Totoy Panday." Emerson Lopos says, "Shout out po mga idol. Good luck Panday Lodi from Mauban, Quezon." John Macgregdira, I believe one of our players here also, says, "Go Idol Panday." RV Taniega also says, Go pare Jerico Bañares, the one, the only Panday." All out support ng mga taga Region 8 Leyte. Happy watching po sa mga kababayan ko dyan na nanonood habang nag-chill. And RV Taniega also says, "Good evening to all Sharkanatics out there. Happy watching po sa inyong lahat." Likewise po sa inyo, RV, Sir RV. Patuloy po nating subaybayan itong napakagandang laban para malaman natin sino ba talaga ang supreme dito sa Battle for Supremacy. Jerico kontra Yves. And Bañares does quick work. Gets his 7th point. Sorry. No, he leaves at 9 at the corner. I'm sorry, guys. My mistake. So Yves,
10 ball, side.
sorry. Yves is taking a shot at the 10, possibly gaining his 3rd point. I don't want to jinx it. And there you go, folks. Yves gets his 3rd point. I'm sorry, guys. I thought when Jerico sat down, he won that. So I'm sorry. Apologies to all viewers. So we see here, Yves Cabrito won that. Gets his 3rd point. And inches a bit closer to Jericho. So, okay, there you go. That's the miss there. That's why Jericho sat down. And of course, Yves makes the most of that opportunity he got. Trims down the lead to 3. 6-3 is the score right now to this Race to 19 finals for Battle for Supremacy.
This is a new world of pool. Home of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome to Sharks.
Six to 3, Jerico Bañares with 6, Yves Cabrito with 3. So Yves is slowly coming in back, closing in the gap. So I believe he's gonna make the break on this next track, and we're gonna see that now.
Break.
And that break was still brought to us by Andy Premier.
Safety.
And Jericho plays his safety. We will see how Yves responds to it. Now clear line of sight for the 1 at that very far end of the table.
1 ball, corner.
Okay, Yves calls his shot. Question now is, will he make it? And he does. So let's continue to watch Yves play.
2 ball, corner.
Yves doing a bit of a stretch here as he attempts his shot at the 4. Still manages to drop it. Last 6 balls for Yves on this rack to possibly gain his 4th point and inch a bit closer to Jerico Bañares.
Open. Stand shot. Good. Six ball, corner.
Cabrito calls his shot and makes it. Last 4 balls for him.
Ten ball, side.
Calls his shot at the 10 ball, drops it at the side, gains his 4th point. Cabrito is now gaining momentum here. I can feel it. So we're gonna see highlights from this rack. We're gonna see here, I believe that was Jericho's attempt to play a safety, but Yves makes quick work, then gains his 4th point, trims down the lead to just 2. So stay tuned, guys. Game will continue after a quick word from our sponsors.
This is a new world of pool. Home of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome to Sharks.
Coming this January 10, 11, and 12, save the dates, folks. It's going to be Chang Jun Lin playing against Dennis Orcolio. Fire Dragon versus Robocop. Live here on Sharks, the Mecca of Pool. Yves Cabrito is slowly closing in the gap. 6-4 is the score. Jerico Bañares with 6, Cabrito with 4. We're gonna see Jerico Bañares do the break. We're gonna see that in a few. Keep tuned, guys. This is gonna be one for the books.
Break.
And And that break was brought to you by Andy Premier.
Ball ball corner.
Cabrito now will take an attempt at the 1. He called his shot. Let's see if he'll be able to make it.
Free ball side.
And he gives that 2 ball enough nudge to drop it, and does the same thing with the 3 ball.
4 ball corner.
Cabrito is on a roll right now.
5 ball side.
5 balls for Cabrito to gain his 5th point and trim the lead to 1.
Seven ball corner. Ten ball corner.
Yves Cabrito making quick work of those balls, and that rack gains his 5th point, trims the lead now down to 1. We're going to see highlights from that previous rack. We're going to see here Jerico's attempt to drop that 1 at the side. It doesn't drop. And Cabrito goes to work. Does a run out, displaying an equally superb cue ball control and pocketing skills. So lead is down to 1, keeping this championship game interesting. So stay tuned, guys. Game will continue right after a few words from our sponsors.
Secret weapon of champions. Battle tested. Engineered to perfection. The tip of the spear. Core Q-tips. Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
This time around, Chang Jun Lin will be playing against Baset Mukaibat. Save the dates, January 14, 15, and 16, 2023. Fire Dragon is playing against Kingpin. So stay tuned, guys. This will go live on Sharks, the Mecca of Pool. Four-point has been erased, and it's down to 1. Yves Cabrito, Jerico Bañares, 6 points to 5. We're going to see Yves do the break. We're going to see that in a few.
Break.
And that break was still brought to us by Andy Premier.
Push.
Cabrito opts for his push. Jerico will respond. Will he take a shot at the 1?
Return.
Okay, he returns it. So Yves Cabrito will take a shot at the 1 now. Safety play. Sends that cue ball at the far end of the table. Now it's Jericho's turn to respond to it.
Corner.
Calls his shot at the 1. Question now is, will he make it? Okay, I think he's attempting a jump shot. That is his third jump shot attempt. Hits the 1, but it doesn't drop. So it leaves Yves a clear shot here at the 1. So okay, does a quick survey of the table to see the layout. Okay. Taking a shot now at the 1. Ooh. Ouch. He rattles that. But he sends that cue ball at the far end. But he leaves that 1 ball hanging right there at the pocket. So Bañares will, take a long shot here and then, of course, drop that. So let's see how Jerico plays the rest of the balls in this rack. Let's continue to watch him play.
High ball, corner. Eight ball, side. Ten ball, corner.
And the Panday cleans that rack. Stops Cabrito's 4-rack streak. So Bañares gains his 7th point. And, we're going to see highlights from the previous rack. So we're going to see here Cabrito's safety play at the 1. And then we're going to see Jericho's jump shot attempt. But this was a critical error for Yves. He rattles that 1, leaves it at that pocket. And then Jericho, of course, makes the most out of it. Gains his 7th point. And a 2-point lead in today's Race to 19 finals for the battle for supremacy. Stay tuned, guys. This game continues right after a few words from our sponsors.
secret weapon of champions. Engineered to perfection. Battle tested. A warrior spear. Cod Jump Cues. Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
Do you want to be part of our amazing broadcast production team? We are currently hiring here on Sharks. So we're looking for graphics designers, data encoders and proofreaders, sports commentators and analysts. Of course, broadcast production crew, which composed of video switch operators, replay machine operators, official scorers, and cameramen. So if you're interested to join our family here at Sharks, please send your resumes at sharkjobs@protonmail.com with the subject line applicant for whatever position you're applying for. So again, this is exclusive to Philippine residents only because work will be on site. OJTs are welcome and the work experience is definitely a plus. So we're gonna see Jerico Bañares break. And that, of course, is brought to you by Andy Premier.
Push.
Cabrito drops the one ball.
Return.
I believe that was a push. So Jericho returns it to Yves. Yves will now take a shot at the 2. Hits the 2 to avoid the foul. Now it's Jericho's turn to take a shot at it. So while we watch Jericho play, we're gonna read comments from our social media page from Facebook Live. RV Taniega says, pa-shoutout po sa mga tropa ko sa Mauban, Quezon.
Wow.
Kina Konap, Meliton at kay Boss May Talisayon and MN Lopos at syempre kay Boss Alan ng Mauban, Quezon. So I hope you're enjoying the finals, the Sharks Invitational finals right here. Happy viewing to all people in Quezon. Simon Dairit, one of our brothers here at the commentary team, says, good day, fellow Sharkanatics. Good evening to Sam on the commentary along with the production and management team. From all of us Sharks, we wish you, of course, the Sharkanatic viewers and yours a joyous holiday season. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays. So, okay, Yves is now playing. So last five balls for Yves. On his way to get his 6th point and trim that lead down back to 1. Calls his shot at the 8. Makes it. Last ball for Yves Cabrito. Drops a 10, gets his 6th point. So we're gonna see highlights from that previous rack. his attempt to hit the 2. And then the response by Jerico to hit at it. And that was a foul. So cue ball was awarded to Yves. And he did a run out. An interesting finals match between Cabrito and Bañares. 1 point separates the two men in this race tonight. Finals for the battle for supremacy. Sharks Invitational presented to us by Congressman Arnie Teves Jr. Stay tuned, guys. We'll just come back after a few words from our sponsors.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
Cash prize for the ongoing tournament will be as follows. The champion will be taking home 200,000 pesos. Second place will be taking half of that, 100,000 pesos. The third place and the fourth place will get 50,000 each. Those who made it to the top 8, 5th to 8th position will get 20,000 each. And those who made it past the initial 32 players who made it to the top 16 will get 2,500 each. Of course, these cash prize will be subject to a 3% deduction by the Billiard Managers Players Association of the Philippines. 6-7. Bañares up by 1. Very slim lead. We're gonna see the next player do the break. And I believe that would be
Break.
Yves Cabrito. And that break is still brought to us by Andy Premier.
Safety.
And Yves plays a safety on the 1. We're gonna see Jericho respond to it.
One ball, corner.
And he calls his shot at the 1. And he makes it. And Jericho gives that 3 ball a bit of a nudge to drop it at the corner. Let's continue to watch Jericho play. Last 3 balls for Jerico Bañares.
Ten ball, corner.
And there you go, folks. Jerico Bañares gains his 8th point. Bumps his lead again to 2. And we're gonna see highlights from that previous match. So we're gonna see here a safety play by Yves, but Jericho was able to drop that one ball at the far corner and do a run out. Excellent cue ball control and pocketing skills right there, being shown by the Panday. 6. Stay tuned. This finals match will continue after a few words from our sponsors. So this is the path that both men took to get here in the finals. So Jerico Bañares played against Mark E.J. Conanan earlier this afternoon. And Yves Cabrito played against Ronel Lalaunan earlier this morning. Both were raised to 15. Both Jericho and Yves came up on top and met up here at the finals, raised to 19. So who will be supreme? We will find out in a few more minutes, probably hours. 8-6 is the score, with Jericho, I believe, doing the next break. We're going to see that in a few seconds.
Break.
And that break still brought to us by Andy Premier.
Open. Push.
Yves opts for his push and nudges that cue ball by probably half an inch. So will Jericho?
Turn.
Okay, he returns it. So let's see
One ball, corner.
how Yves plays this shot at the one ball. Calls his shot. I believe this is his first jump shot. Is it? Is it? Okay. Going for it. Goes for a jump shot. Hits the one. And sends it behind that 9 ball. So Jericho is now taking a shot at it. Okay. Pushes out that one ball and sticks that cue ball really close to that 9 ball.
One ball, corner.
Okay, Yves' turn to take a shot at the 1. Oh no. Didn't drop.
Five
So
ball, corner.
Jericho calls his shot. Possible combination here. Oh. That 5 ball rattles. And that 1 ball is sent at the far end of the table. Line of sight is open for Yves' attempt at that 1 ball.
One ball, corner.
Calls his shot.
Tension.
Calls for his extension. And Yves drops that 1 ball. So let's watch Yves play the rest of the balls on this rack.
2 ball, corner.
Hits the 2.
2 ball, corner.
Now it's Jericho's turn to take a shot at it. Drops that 2 ball and sets himself up for a shot at the 3.
Four ball, side.
Bañares breaks that 5 and 10 to separate them. Sends that cue ball at the far end. We're going to see Yves respond to this.
Done. 5 ball, corner.
Calls his shot. And Yves used another jump shot, so both men are now down to 2 jump shots each.
Five ball, side.
Okay, Jericho is using a jump shot as well. Hits the 5. Ouch. And that scratch will be costly there. Cue ball will be awarded to Yves. And let's see how Yves plays the rest of the balls on this rack. Last 6 balls, possibly gain his 7th point and closing the gap again. So let's see what Yves does.
5 ball, side.
Calls his shot. And makes it.
Seven ball, side. Nine ball, side.
Yves Cabrito is going to work.
10 ball.
Last
corner.
ball on this rack. Cabrito gains his 7th point. Trims the lead down again to 1. So we're going to see highlights from that previous rack. So this is the shot of Jericho to break apart that 5 and 10. This is the shot that sent that 5 ball to that far end of the table. Jump shot was good, but that scratch was not so good. So Cabrito goes to work. those balls to their respective pockets to gain a 7th point and inch back again. So 8-7. Stay tuned, guys. The finals will continue. It's still a race to 19. Both players are almost halfway. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. (2023) Quezon City Open, certified by the Billiard Managers and Players Association of the Philippines. We will keep you posted about details on how to join this and who to contact for inquiries about it. So don't miss this big event. You want to be the Quezon City champion. So stay tuned here on Sharks, the Mecca of Pool. 8-7. Lead is now back down to 1. And we're going to see Jerico Bañares break. We're going to see that in a few seconds. Stay tuned, guys. This will be one for the books.
Break.
And that break was brought to you by Andy Premier.
Safety.
And Jerico goes for his safety, sending that cue ball at the far end. There's a line of sight, I believe. I think Yves can see that one ball, and he calls his shot. This is a long shot. Will Yves be able to make it? That is the question, folks. And he does. Will we see Yves Cabrito tie things up at 8? Let's continue to watch him play.
Tension. 3 ball. Corner.
Calls for his extension, calls for his shot at the 3 ball. Another long shot.
Option.
Okay. That I believe. Okay, he doesn't. Okay, so Jericho's turn to take a shot at the 4. Alright. Now it's back to Yves.
Four ball. Corner. Left corner.
Calls his shot. Oh no, he leaves Jericho with a shot here at the 4 at the side. And Jericho drops it. Last 5 balls for Jericho. Does a bit of a stretch here as he attempts to take a shot at the 5 and he drops it.
6 ball. Side.
Last 3 balls for Jericho on this rack. A couple of comments here on our Facebook Live. Lynn Namzuged says, good PM po, commentators. Good evening to you as well. Rogi Sembrano says, good luck, Bochi.
10 ball, corner.
Okay, so last ball for Jerico Bañares here. And he drops a 10, gains 9 points. So that's his 9th point. Bumps his lead again up to 2. So highlights from our previous rack. We're going to see here Jericho's shot at the 4. Okay, referee calls for a double check. Okay, anyway, as we see the replay here. And Jericho gains his 9th point there. Okay, just a quick clarification, just to update you folks, both players are left with 2 jump shots each. So we're gonna go for a quick break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
This is a new world of pool. Home of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome to Sharks.
This will be the first ranking event of the Billiard Managers and Player Association of the Philippines, the Philippine 9-Ball Open. This will be featuring our ranked players. Rank number 1, Kala Moroto. Rank 2, Paul John Ladao. Rank 3, Jerico Bañares. Rank 4, Alexis Ferrer. Rank 7, Anton Raga. Rank 16, Bernie Regalario. Rank 18, Jolo Aspuria. And of course, rank 22, Mark E.J. Conanan. So we'll keep you posted how to join this event and which person to contact if you want to ask about this. So keep tuned here on Sharks, the Mecca of Pool. 9-7 is the score. Jerico Bañares up by 2. And we will see Yves Cabrito break on this upcoming rack. We're going to see that now.
Break.
And that break was brought to us by Andy Premier.
Safety.
And Jericho goes for his safety. We're going to see Yves respond to it. Not really a clear line of sight here for his attempt at the 1 ball.
1 ball, corner.
And Yves calls for his shot. Question now is, will he make it?
Good. One ball, side. ball side.
Jericho calls his shot. While we continue to watch Jericho play, we're gonna read a few comments from our social media pages, from our Facebook Live. Manuel Domingo says, "Galingan mo, Idol Yves Cabrito, para sa mga Valenzuelano."
Corner.
So, we got guys here rooting for Yves. From our YouTube comment section, we have M's News Subkiss. The skill level of both is very high. Fast gamers, few errors. Yes, yes, that's how they read it. That's how they play here. That's why they're here in the finals. Excellent cue ball control and pocketing skills being exhibited by both players. So really tight game. So Jericho down to 3 balls to possibly gain his 10th point and make it to double digits. And there you go, folks. Jerico Bañares, the Panday, is now with 10. He is halfway to this race to 19. So we're going to see here highlights from that previous rack. So this is the shot by Yves to hit that one. And then Jericho went to work in his version of a run out. The Panday went to clean house. So there you go, folks. Bañares with 10, halfway through this race to 19 finals. Please stay tuned. Game will go on after a few words from our sponsors.
Secret weapon of champions. Battle tested. Engineered to perfection. The tip of the spear. Core Q-tips. Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
Start the year right with this blockbuster match between Chang Jun Lin and Carlo Biado. January 5, 6, and 7. Save the dates, folks. Don't miss this blockbuster event. Going live here on Sharks, the Mecca of Pool. Bañares with 10, Cabrito with 7. It's too early to call this because definitely Yves Cabrito has a comeback game. He did a 4-rack streak earlier when he was down by 4. So no lead is safe here. So we're gonna see Jericho break, and that break still brought to us by Andy Premier.
Push.
And Yves goes for his push.
Return.
And it is returned to him. That one ball is hidden behind that 9. Nicely done there. Hits the one, avoids the foul. But he leaves a shot at it. Jerico drops that one ball at the side and reposition that cue ball to take a shot at the 2. So while we continue to watch Jerico play, M's new Subkiss from YouTube says, I love how fast they both play. It makes for an exciting game. And yes, I would agree that one ball is very difficult. So Jerico is continuing with his superb play here. Last 6 balls for him on this rack to possibly gain his 11th point.
Seven ball, corner.
Calls his shot.
Ten ball, corner.
A bit of a stretch here as he takes an attempt on the 10, and he drops it, gains his 11th point. Bañares is on the run. I would agree with you. M's new Subkiss, he is on a run. So we're gonna see highlights of this rack. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go straight into our commercial break. So please stay tuned. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Secret weapon of champions. Engineered to perfection. Battle tested. A warrior spear. Caw Jump Cues. Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
A really nice follow-up match after the Chang Junlin Carlo Biado. This time around it's gonna be Chang Junlin versus Dennis Orcolio, Fire Dragon versus RoboCop. This coming January 10, 11, 12, 2023. Save the dates. Don't miss it. Tell your friends about it. And of course, this will be shown live here on Sharks, the Mecca of Pool. 7-11. Professor Freeze's favorite store. But this time it's a score between Yves and Jerico. So we're going to see in a few. I believe it's going to be Yves to do the break. Will Yves mount a comeback? Definitely, it's a possibility. So we're going to see that
Break.
now. And that break still brought to us by Andy Premier.
Safety.
And Yves would go for his safety. And we will see how Jerico would respond to it. MCU Subs, thank you for recognizing that European and US players are noticing our games here on Sharks. Fairly recently, we had Darren Appleton play. We also had Ralph Suke play. And a few months back, we had Shane Van Boning. So Europeans and American players are welcome here in Sharks to, of course, build that bond and gamesmanship between our players, the Filipino players, and you guys out there. So Jericho is working the table right now. Bañares is on a groove. Six balls left on this rack. Okay, Jericho calls his shot. And he makes it, of course.
6 ball, corner.
Drops that six. Pretty much on his way to gain his 12th point. Don't want to jinx it though.
8 ball, side. Ten ball, corner.
And Jericho Bañares gains his 12th point. Excellent play being shown by Jericho here. So we're gonna go to our commercial break. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
And of course, Chang Jun Lin going through a gauntlet. So he's gonna go through Carlo Biado. He's gonna go through Dennis Orcolio. This time around, it's gonna be against Baset Mokaibat. So January 14, 15, and 16, this coming 2023, it's gonna be Fire Dragon versus the Kingpin here on Sharks, the Mecca of Pool. Seven to 12. Jericho Bañares on top with 5-point lead, and he is 7 points away from winning this battle for supremacy. We cannot count Yves Cabrito out yet, because this guy can definitely mount a comeback. So we're gonna see Jericho break, and that break still brought to us by Andy Premier.
Push. Return.
So the push is returned. So Cabrito taking a shot at the 1. Plays a safety there, I believe. Jericho will respond to it, asking for the assistance of the mechanical bridge, also known as the tiririt.
Corner.
Nicely done there. Drops the 1 ball at that corner. So So while we continue to watch Jericho play, we're gonna read comments here from our YouTube page. M News Subkiss says Van Boning loves to play overseas games as a visitor. Yes, and he's always welcome to come back here in the Philippines and play a lot more games. Romeo Pineda says the pockets are too big for Bañares, my idol. I guess so. But we cannot discount that Jericho really plays well. I mean, his cue ball control is superb and his pocketing skills are good. MNU Subkiss also says Bañares is going to be huge challenge this next year for pro players in Europe. Yeah, I hope he gets a chance to fly there and showcase how Filipino players play this game. So speaking of Dari Appleton, Ashmere says he had a minor heart attack earlier this week and still in a coma. Yes, we all are hoping for his quick and full recovery. So our prayers and our well wishes are being sent out there. So Darren, keep fighting. We're still rooting for you. So Jericho plays a safety there, I guess. And Yves is taking out his jump cue. Taking a shot here at the 3. Hits the 3. And sends it at the far end. So Jerico Bañares. Oh no, he has a clear line of sight here at the 3. Oh, he drops it.
6 ball, corner.
Bañares is still on a roll. 7 balls for him on this rack. And he drops a 6 via combination.
Four ball, side. Seven ball, corner.
Calls his shot there and he makes it. The last 3 balls. 8 to the side. He called it, he made it.
9 ball, corner. 10 ball, corner. Winner, Jerico Bañares.
And Bañares gains his 13th point. It's now a big 6-point lead for him. And he's 6 points away from securing this championship. So this is the jump shot attempt by Cabrito. But Jericho still able to drop that 3 at the far corner and, do his version of a run out. Bañares going to work. That's 13 points for him. So we're gonna go straight to our commercial. Please stay tuned. This finals race to 19 still goes. We'll be right back.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
Do you want to be part of our amazing broadcast production team? Sharks is currently hiring the following people. We're looking for graphics designer, the really good ones, data encoders and proofreaders, sports commentators and analysts, and of course, broadcast production crew members. Specific roles would be video switch operators, replay machine operators, official scorers, and cameramen. So if you're interested and you want to try out, please send your resumes at sharkjobs@protonmail.com with the subject line applicant for the role you're applying for. This is exclusive to Philippine residents only because work will be on site. And OJTs are welcome, and of course, work experience is a plus. So, looking forward to seeing you guys. So, we'll be seeing Yves Cabrito do the break. And there you go. And that break was still brought to you by Andy Premier.
Safety.
And Bañares goes for his safety. Oh no! Ouch. Safety play was good. That scratch, not so good. So ball at hand is cue ball is awarded to Yves Cabrito, and Cabrito will go to work. He needs this rack to come back
Blue ball, corner.
in this game. So let's watch Yves play. Last 4 balls on this rack for Yves Cabrito.
Seven ball, corner.
As you see, folks, Yves Cabrito also has superb cue ball control and pocketing skills.
Ten ball, side.
Calls his shot at the 10. And Cabrito gains his 8th point.
Cabrito.
Trims the lead down to 5. So we're going to see here Jerico's safety play, but that scratch cost him this rack. So Yves Cabrito does a version of his run out and gains his 8th point, slices the lead down to 5. It's not over till it's over, folks. So please stay tuned. This race to 19 championship game will go on after a few words from our sponsors. Last day for the battle for supremacy. Sharks Invitational presented to us by Congressman Arnie Teves Jr. So we're gonna see here the prize pool. So the champion, the first guy to reaches 19 points, will get 200,000 pesos. Second place will get half of that, 100,000 pesos. Third and fourth place will get 50,000 pesos each. Fifth to eighth place will get 20,000 pesos each. And those who made it to the top 16 gets 2,500 pesos each. Of course, these prize money will be subject to a 3% deduction by the Billiard Managers and Players Association of the Philippines. So there you go, folks. That's the prize money they're playing for. 13-8 is the score, and we're gonna see Jerico Bañares break. And still, that break was brought to us by Andy Premier.
Attention.
And Yves calls for his extension and goes for a push. Question now is, will Jericho return it? Or will he take a shot at the one? Okay.
Return.
Alright. Jericho returns to Yves, and Yves has a clear line of sight here at the one. And he opts to play a safety. We're gonna see Jericho respond to it.
Nine ball. Corner.
Okay, Jericho called his shot. Hits the one, of course, to avoid the foul. And he leaves an opening here for Yves. We know that this guy can do a break and run out himself. So, will we see?
One ball. Corner.
Okay, he's taking the one. And he drops it. Will we see him do a break and run out and get his 9th point? Let's continue to watch Yves play.
Six ball. Corner.
And Yves calls for his shot, drops it. Last 4 balls for him to gain his 9th point. Last ball for Yves. And he drops a 10 ball, gains his 9th point. I told you guys this guy can definitely mount a comeback. So We're gonna see highlights from that previous rack. Okay, so we're gonna go straight to our commercial break. Please stay tuned. This Race to 19 finals for the Battle for Supremacy would continue right after a quick commercial break.
Break.
Break is brought to us by Andy Premier. Magandang gabi po sa lahat ng ating viewers, mga Shark Fanatics natin dyan sa Facebook and YouTube. This is AJ Ong, and ito po ang ating finals ng Sharks Invitational. It's Jerico Bañares at the table now against Yves Cabrito, 13-9.
Push.
Ang huling nakita ko tong si Yves Cabrito, tong ano natin TV table special din TV table game nung Philippine 10 Ball Open. Hindi ko lang alam kung yung nakalaban niya is si may isang veteranong player din Pero definitely second time ko nang nakita si Yves or Yves Cabrito. And who would have thought na makakatungtong sa ating finals. Ang kung sa pangalan ng dito, pag-uusapan si Jerico Bañares, syempre matagal nang naglalaro ng 10-man ring game, mga one-on-one, tag team, halos lahat na nalaro nandito ni Jerico Bañares. And itong si Yves, syempre may sariling pangalan din. Pero hindi nga lang madalas dito na maglaro sa Sharks. He's doing well right now. Being able to get where he is right now itong finals ng ating Sharks Invitational. We're talking about 32 players, top 32 ng ating Philippine 10 Ball Open. Kabilang na sina Anton Raga, we've got Kyle Amoroto, Rubel and Amit. Mga big names din na nakasama sa ating top 32. And now, kasama siya dito sa ating finals. He's up against one of the best players, one of the best professional players dito sa ating lineup. Jerico Panday Bañares. Definitely not a stranger when it comes to the money game scene. Leading 4 racks right now, Jerico Bañares.
Two ball, corner.
Malamang pinangarap din niyang manalo nung Philippine 10-ball Open. And now, it's his second chance. Kumbaga, hindi siya yung Open. Kumbaga, hindi siya yung talagang Philippine Open. Yung titulo. Pero, ito isang special event din na binuo ng Sharks, no, para sa ating mga top 32. So ano pa rin, kumbaga prestigious pa rin kahit papaano. Kumbaga hinamon mo ulit eh. Hinamon mo ulit yung mga nag-top 32 dati, tapos pipilitin mong ibahin yung resulta.
Ball, corner.
Nice cut. Ganda ng pina doon sa tres. Jocker Mariano, sabi niya dito, come on, Panday, umaapaw na espada mo. Rooting, of course, for Jerico Bañares. Wow. His pocketing, pati yung kanyang cue ball control is dangerously on point tonight. Well, dangerous for Jerico Bañares.
7 ball, side.
Ito yung mga tipong kinakatakutan ng mga mahilig pumusta. Maingat. Talagang taking one ball at a time.
Ball, corner.
Ito yung bitaw na may kumpiyansa. There you go.
Winner.
Cabrito gets his 10th. Shout out naman, syempre, kay Michelle Rivera. Ayan, mga taga Candy Master sa Bulacan, no? May Kawayan, tama ba? May Kawayan, Bulacan. Mga taga Candy Master, mabuhay kayo dyan. Thank you for tuning in. And of course, good evening din kay Michelle Rivera, ang kapatid ni Marian, sabi ni Kim. Okay. So guys, wag po kayong aalis dahil ito po ang ating finals na ng ating Battle for Supremacy. Will it be Cabrito, Yves Cabrito, or Jerico Bañares? Stay tuned.
This is a new world of pool. Home of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome to Sharks.
Mr. Renan Sumugat, mabuhay ka. From Iloilo City, we've got Eddie Boy Saracho naman. Ayan, magandang gabi po sa lahat. Pati kay Rodel Bolima TV, shout out from Santa Maria, Santo Tomas, Batangas. That break is brought to us by Andy Premier. Ito na po ang finals ng ating Battle for Supremacy. At ang natira po sa 32 ay si Jerico Bañares, who's at the table right now, versus Yves Cabrito.
Safety.
The winner of this this battle for supremacy will receive 200,000 pesos. So yung hindi mananalo dito sa matchup na to, makakakuha naman ng 100. So may guarantee na rin. Pero syempre, 'di ba, 100,000 yung yung diferensya. So definitely talagang paghihirapan nilang dalawa to. O pag-aagawan nila to. Mr. Henry Kamantiga, magandang gabi po sa inyo. And again, sa mga first time viewers natin, sa mga bago lang dito sa Sharks, we are playing 10-ball international rules, all balls foul. Meron tayong 30-second shot clock na merong 10-second extension. 5 jump shots lang po ang pwede per match. So as per this event, per match po yung bigayan ng 5 jump shots per player. And of course, meron po tayong push out or safety after the break na rule. Hindi po pwede yung diretsong ubos, kailangan mag-push out or mag-safety muna. Yung player na merong slight edge when it comes to the format is player number 2, Jerico Bañares, kasi sila yung unang mga player na naglaro ng ganitong format sa Sharks, si Jerico and Anton Raga. Sadly, Anton Raga na nawala sa unang unang salang dito. So ngayon si Jerico nasa finals with Yves Cabrito. Lauren Sonza, shout out kay Lorraine. Kay Lorraine Sonza. Magandang gabi sa inyong dalawang mag-ama. And of course, over at YouTube, we have one of our regular viewers, Elaine Supkis, or M's New Supkis. Is it right about 3,600 US? Not sure about the exchange rate right now. Yeah, maybe right around that amount, 3,600. Nicely done. Uh-oh. So, medyo nagkaroon ng misjudgment sa speed na pahina siguro kung gusto nyong same pocket tong 7. Hi there, 90s kid. Well, last news that I got about him is well, he's still in a coma, but I read that he was doing a bit well, I think. Yeah, hopefully a bit well, or yeah. So yeah, the last news that I heard about Darren, he's doing okay, but yeah, still needs more prayers, of course. Okay, using the 9. Pagdasal naman natin si Darren Appleton, guys, kasi sa mga hindi pa po nakakaalam, kahit ako nagulat lang din ako sa balitang nasagap ko. Actually hindi pala kagabi, kaninang madaling araw. So patapos pa lang yung ating 10-man itong early morning, na may isang Sharkanatic na player din natin before dito sa Sharks na nagbalita na may nabasa siya about Darren. So apparently Darren Appleton suffered a heart attack and now is in a induced coma. So ayan, ibuhos po natin lahat ng prayers natin for Darren and of course sa kanyang pamilya in this very testing times. Magpapasko pa man din. So hopefully magising siya before mag-umpisa yung Christmas. So safety battle on the 7. So may kaperaso siya dito ng 7. Just enough. Oh, okay. So bit of spin, got it down. No need for jumping. Bit straight here and off-angled. So with some inside spin, there you go. Bounce forward from the long rail. Fourteen games for Panday. Yeah, it's very sad news, Elaine. I'll try to do my best to look for some updates about Darren. So it's 14-10, and this is the Sharks Invitational Battle for Supremacy Finals. Babalik po kami.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
Ang makakakuha po ng kampyonato dito or magiging champion dito will receive 200,000. Second placer will receive 100,000. So, let's find out kung sino. Will it be Panday or will it be Yves Cabrito? And syempre, binabati natin ang mga taga Hard Time Sports Bar, mga Sharks players dyan na nag-e-enjoy. Sana all na lang. And guys, welcome to our finals ng Battle for Supremacy Sharks Invitational para sa ating mga top 32 players noong Philippine 10-Ball Open. Ang natira ngayon sa top 32 ay sina Yves Cabrito and Jerico Bañares. Ang scores po nila ngayon ay 14-10, lamang si Panday At eto na si Yves. Hahabol dito kay Jerico Bañares with that break brought to us by Andy Premier. Mr. Henry Camantigue praying for Darren Appleton's speedy or fast recovery.
Safety. One ball, corner.
Base sa napag-usapan din namin ng isang shark player dito, mabuti na lang din at hindi siya sa ibang bansa inatake kasi mas mahirap yun. So, buti na lang din nasa piling siya siguro ng kanyang pamilya ngayon at natututukan siya ng maigi. Oh, at parang tumutok ata tong Uno Gs. Eto na. Jerico Bañares nakitaan ng Uno Gs kombinasyon. Biglang tumutok naman tong Uno. At ayan, there you go. 5 rack advantage for Jerico Bañares. Yan ang tinatawag natin bilog ang bola. Kita mo naman kung paano nangyari. Tumapat ang Uno. Nagpatalon. So, tinamaan niya. Good shot yan. Pero tingnan mo naman kung saan tumapat itong 1 ball. Sumakto sa Gs. So that means it's 4 racks to go for Jerico and 9 more for Yves. So tingnan natin kung sino ang mananalo. Huwag po kayong aalis. Jerico Bañares with this break brought to us by Andy Premier. 4 na lang po para kay Panday. And syempre hindi magpapahuli dito si Cabrito.
Push.
So that's the push out. Parang ipapasa niya dito kay kay Yves. And that's a nice cut. So it looks like he's going to be taking this 3 to the corner. Bounce for the 4.
Table, corner.
Is he gonna go around? Okay, yeah, around. 2 rails around, perfect landing on the pink. Oh, hang on. Nope. Well, landed a bit straight here. So, looks like he's gonna go forward with this shot.
Ball, corner.
Yeah, there you go. Needs to clear the 7 for the 5, though. So he may have to jump over. Bañares has 2 jump shots left.
High ball, corner.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Out.
Sayang naman. Yan yung sayang na tira. Limited na nga yung jump shots mo. At alam mong kinakailangan gamitin ngayon. Pero tingnan mo naman kung saan nangyari o saan napunta yung pato. Sumakabilang butas. Sayang naman.
Ball, side.
We've got China Francisco saying, "Go, go, go, Ninong Jerico. Good luck sa'yo." Kaso nga lang minalas dito si Jerico. Ang ganda sana ng talon sa 4 or sa 5 rather, the 5, the purple 5. But unfortunately, sumakabilang butas itong pato.
Nine ball, side.
On the other hand, it's good news for this guy. Yves Cabrito will now get his 11th rack after he sinks the 10. There you go.
Cabrito.
15-11. Yan ang scores natin ngayon. At humahabol pa rin si Yves. And syempre kasama ko ngayon si Sam Mayo. Magandang gabi.
Magandang gabi, AJ. It's my pleasure to finally work with you.
Wow, yun na nga. At first time natin dito magsasama. Pero wag po kayong aalis dahil tuloy-tuloy pa rin po dito
Babalik
ang
kami.
ating finals.
Secret weapon of champions. Battle tested. Engineered to perfection. The tip of the spear. Cool Q-tips. Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
Quezon City Open this coming 2023. Sa mga nagbabalak pong sumali, ngayon pa lang mag-practice na kayo. So for more information, just stay tuned dito sa Mecca of Pool, Sharks.
So ang scoreboard po natin, mga kababayan, mga kapating, kita po natin na si Jerico Bañares ay may 15 points na at si Yves ay may 11. 4 points away si Jerico sa target score na 19. Pero 4 points away din si Yves para tumabla
makahabol.
kay Jerico.
Para tumabla dito kay Jerico. So yun na nga, no, mas maganda na yung gantong scoreline na suppose kung manalo sana si Jerico kanina na magiging 16-10.
Mhm.
So ito, maganda, very baka maging maging turning point or ano ba tawag doon?
At si Yves pa ang magbe-break.
Yeah, yun na nga, no, para kay Yves Cabrito. Break is brought to us by Andy Premier. So I'm talking about that jump shot Jericho made earlier na nag-scratch naman. So sayang kasi if had he made that shot, maganda na yung balik para sa susunod.
Actually,
So,
partner,
yeah.
kanina, nung kasama ko si Professor Freeze earlier on this,
Yeah.
yung semifinals match ni Jerico laban kay Mark EJ.
Mm.
Itong bagong format natin na maximum 5 jump shots attempt lang, ano,
Yeah.
kailangan talaga gamitin mo na pakiramdam mo talagang pang turning point siya. Na
Yeah.
either makakapuntos ka o yung pag nilundag mo is magandang para hindi ka ma-foul dahil talagang alam mo
Kung
yung
critical
sitwasyon.
yung situation, tapos kung sa tingin mo kapag ginump mo tong tirang to, high percentage siya na magagawa mo at makakabalik ka sa susunod. So, yun. Mas ipit yung mga players ngayong mag-isip.
So, nag-commit ng foul si Jericho. So, ang cue ball ay award ngayon kay Yves. This is a very good window of opportunity sa kanya para dumikit palalo dito kay Jericho.
That's right. So, yung medyo alanganin lang yung posisyon is yung 5 and 6.
One ball side.
Same pocket. Okay. So, yun na yung ginawa niya doon. He tried to disturb that 6 and 5.
Tama lang naman na naihiwalay ngayon dalawa.
Yeah.
Mukhang may line of sight naman siya para dito sa tira niya sa number 5.
May halong risk na rin yung tinira niya doon.
Five ball.
Pero at least, kita pa rin.
At buti pumabor yung
Yeah, medyo.
positioning ng mga bola after his shot.
Oh, missed it thin.
Pero naitago naman ang cue ball sa
Yeah.
kabilang end ng table.
And somehow he got away with that miss. Question is, will he be able to jump over? Isa na lang ang kanyang jump shot dito. Rewarding din somehow if he could cut it in, jump and cut it in. Pero to 2 rails na lang, 2 rail kick. Needs to get some separation. Not bad.
Kita itong 5 na ito.
Five ball.
Yeah.
And I think Yves has the skill to actually drop that 5 ball.
Yeah, but the question is the 6 ball now is in a pretty bad spot. So he might just play safe in case na hindi niya mapwestuhan ng maganda itong size. Look at the short side pinilit to. Ayan, no? Pero pwede na rin. Okay na rin to. So he's
Medyo
eyeing.
mahirap pero pwede naman. Pwedeng sa
Kaya, yeah. Eyeing to take this to the
sa
corner.
halong buenas.
Ayun, di ba?
May halong buenas din ang laro talaga ng bilyar.
Kasama yan, yeah. Nice.
Ayun po talaga. Last 4 balls for Cabrito to possibly gain his 12th point and inch a bit closer to Jerico Bañares.
Eight ball side. Ten ball. Corner.
There you go. 12 games for Yves. Unti-unti nang nakakahabol dito si Cabrito.
So we're gonna see highlights from that previous rack. Makikita natin dito yung tinira niya sa 5
Well, luckily, yung
na
cue ball
mintes,
landed behind the 9.
pero nagtago ang
Yeah.
cue ball. So Ito yung opening na kinailangan ni Yves para ma-run out yung last few balls ng rack na to. Ito,
Yeah.
maganda tong tira niya sa 6, oh.
That crawler on that 6.
So ayan po mga kaibigan, Yves Cabrito with 12, 3 points away from tying team Jerico Bañares.
Of course, don't go away guys kasi race to 19 po ito. Let's see kung sino mananalo.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
Mga kapating, ito po ang first ranking event ng Billiard Managers and Players Association of the Philippines this coming 2023. Huwag natin pong palampasin itong Philippine 9-Ball Open na ito. Mafe-feature po dito ang ating ranked players tulad ni Kyle Amoroto, currently ranked number 1, si Paul Jan Ladao, ranked 2, currently playing si Jerico Bañares, ranked 3, Alexis Ferrer, ranked 4, Anton Raga, the Dragon, na nagbabalik sa Sharks, ranked 7, Bernie Regrario 16, Joel Aspurio 18, and of course Mark EJ Conara 22. So sali po tayo. Watch out for our details about kung paano sumali at sinong kukontakin.
Yan, magandang simula rin to para sa mga local players natin. Meron silang sariling ranking sa bansa, no? Hindi lang sila umaasa na may ranking sa ibang bansa, di ba? So magandang ginagawa ng BMPAP.
Very commendable effort. And then we're gonna see there Jerico Bañares do the break, and it's brought to us by, of course, Andy Premier.
Yan, of course, the push out or safety. Nothing down, so that means Cabrito has the option here to whether play safe or to push out. So it looks like he's going to be calling for a safety, maybe cue ball behind the 3 or possibly behind the 9. And went for the 9 there.
And nicely executed there. Although parang kita ang 1.
Yeah, just a bit of that left side of that 1. And he's going to
line
be
of sight pa rin yan.
taking his final jump shot.
Pumuntos kaya?
Left it open.
Okay. Itong window na ito with a clear shot at the 1, Cabrito can do a break and run out version niya, ha?
Yes, yeah, with this.
It's
Pero
very possible.
medyo kailangan isipin dito yung pwesto ng 5 siguro. Diyan lang naman yung medyo magkakalapit ang bola. So ito, always a tough opening shot kapag meron kang queuing over a ball. Merong naka-obstruct sa'yo ng konti.
So balik po ang possession ng mesa kay Jerico as he takes a shot at the 1.
And si Vixon La Madrid kasama natin ngayon, pati si China Francisco. Si Vixon naman, isa sa mga supporters ni Yves Cabrito. Ayan, magandang gabi sa lahat po ng mga supporters ni Yves or Yves. Itong Team CYDG. This is a very important rack for Cabrito. If he manages to get this rack, he's gonna be cutting Jericho's lead to just down to just 2.
Kanina partner nung simula, medyo lumubo agad yung puntos ni Jericho. I think nag 6-2 or even I think
6-2.
umabot ata
Umpisa pa lang.
7-2. Umpisa
Yeah.
pa lang. Pero alam ko nag 4 straight racks si Yves. Kaya naidikit niya at umabot tayo sa puntong ito na dumidikit na naman siya ulit.
Yun na nga. Pero dito sa nangyari sa kanya, 3 to the 4 na disgrasya dito. Cue ball landed behind the 5. Now, he needs not to hit. But to make it to the
Napakaganda namang tira
corner,
nun.
naunahan ako sa sinabi. Wow, talk about recovery there.
Napakagandang tira nun, partner.
Sabi ko lang, very important itong
Ito, tingnan natin
crack
ulit.
na to. And he
Ang
was
ganda
able to convert that.
At naiabang niya itong cue ball for his shot at the 5.
Yeah. So he's slightly queuing over the 9. Medyo jacked up lang ng konti, but manageable naman yung tira.
Last 5
Nice.
balls for Cabrito.
Ooh. Mhm.
Naku po.
That is a terrible miss.
Ayan na, kinol na ni Jericho ang kanyang combination shot. 6-9. At ayun na nga po.
That was an enforced error. Lapse of concentration. Sayang yun. Sayang. Kaya kita natin yung pagka-dismaya niya, yung frustration niya dito. Kasi it's a shot na ginagawa niya kahit nakapikit siya, pero somehow he missed that shot on the 5, or was it the 4? Anyways, 2 balls away here for Jerico Bañares.
10 ball, corner.
And there you go, folks. 16th point ni Jerico Bañares. 3 points away from securing this championship game for the battle for supremacy.
Sayang yon. That was a huge turning point yung ano niya, yung tawag dito, yung kanyang
Ito,
ginawang
partner,
ano.
tignan natin itong
Ooh,
tira na umalog sa 6 at
that was a very bad miss.
naiprepara pa yung combination
Yeah, yung
to
6-9.
drop the 9 ball. Pag may mga ganyang biyaya for Jericho, alam naman natin,
Wala.
kukunin niya talaga yan.
Ko-convert niya talaga yan.
Mm.
Hindi niya aaksayin yung pagkakataon.
Yung mga ganyang regalo, lalo ngayong Pasko.
Nako.
Merry Christmas to Jericho.
Ayan, at babalik po kami. Huwag po kayong aalis.
This is a new world of pool. Home of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome to Sharks.
And of course, this coming January 5 to 7, ang pasabog po ng Sharks para sa ating lahat. Beato versus Chang, the Black Tiger versus Fire Dragon. Again, this coming January 5 to 7.
$16 to 12, 4-point lead for Jerico Bañares. He is 3 points away from securing this championship game. But we cannot count Yves Cabrito out yet. This guy definitely can still mount a comeback.
Yes.
May oras pa naman.
May oras pa, may pagkakataon pa para siya makahabol dito.
Pa ang magbe-break, partner.
Yun na nga. So since alternate ang ating break format, meron siyang pagkakataon talagang makahabol. That break is brought to us by Andy Premier. Pero hindi hindi na masyadong factor yung sargo dito sa ating new format. Pero maganda siya kasi you have the upper hand. Kung sakaling may pumasok na bola, you still get to play at the table and ikaw yung may option whether to play a push out or to play a safety.
Alam mo, partner, may isa akong napansin lang kasi baka may factor in na rin ng fatigue dito kay Yves because sila ang first event this morning.
Kaninang umaga.
Alas 10 ng umaga ang laro nila.
Yun, possibly, yun na nga.
So, we're talking 10 a.m. So, this is 8 o'clock. So, ilang hours in na siya.
Magda 12 hours na siyang gising, kumbaga.
And si Jericho, kagagaling lang niya na semis match niya this afternoon. So,
Medyo may konting
mainit
energy pa.
So, titignan natin kung how will Yves, will he dig deep? Dahil all for the marbles ito.
That's right. Obviously, he has what it takes to be a champion sa ating Sharks Invitational. Hindi biro na makaabot ka dito sa ating finals, lalo na sa take 2 na to. Itong take 2 na to sa ating top 32 sa ating recently concluded na Philippine 10 Ball Open.
At yung top 32 na yon, salang-sala na yon.
Salang-sala na yun out of 400 and what?
Yeah,
80 plus, no? Almost 500.
Philippine 10 Ball Open na yon.
Yeah.
So, easily these are the best of the best ng Pilipinas.
That's right. Pero hindi ibig sabihin nun na yung mga nalagas hindi magaling. Kumbaga talagang bilog ang bola. Sila lang talaga yung naka-conquer ng odds na yon na makarating dito.
Quick partner, quick tidbit kung hindi ako nagkakamali, si Jonas Magpanday, siya ang nakalaglag kay Kyle Amoroto, rank 1.
Okay.
At kay Paul Jan Lagao, rank 2.
Yung mga nag-finals.
So medyo mabigat din ang dinaanan ni
Jonas. Oo, si Silent Killer.
Pagdating nga niya sa top 8, yung quarterfinals, dahil pigaan nga yun, doon naman siya nahuli.
Doon siya nadali.
Law of averages talaga yan.
Ganun talaga. Okay, good hit. Oh, look at that spin.
At magandang tago din.
Yeah.
Ball, side.
Kita itong 4 ball na ito at nakabitin lang dyan sa gilid ng butas. At yun na,
Side pocket, yeah.
nahulog na.
Elaine Supkis saying the player with the fewest errors wins usually. Tama naman. Kasi tulad ng nangyari kanina dun sa shot ni Yves Cabrito, yung miss on that 5 or 4, very critical yun para sa kanya. At sana siguro ngayon, isa na lang yung hahabulin niya.
And actually in any sport naman, it would be a matter of efficiency ng
Yes,
action.
consistency na mag-deliver, yeah.
Oo, less mistakes. Kasi every mistake will be capitalized on by your opponent.
That's right.
Lalo na sa mga head-to-head matchup na ganito.
Mhm.
So Jericho, last 4 balls for him, on his way to gain his 17th point.
Perfect. Nicely done.
Nine ball, corner. Ten ball, side.
One more rack to get to the hill. Panday gets his 17th. And of course, good evening to Joe Pau, Jose Haen from Pura Tarlac. Ayan, lagi pong nanonood tong si Joe Pau. Pati na rin siyempre kay Jocker Mariano Calibuyot na laging sumusuporta sa ating mga players dito.
Ito yung tira na nagsimula nung run out ni Jericho nung naiwan yung 4 na yun sa side pocket.
Yeah, muntingan pa nga siya mabitin ng konti
Oo.
dito sa 7 pero he was able to cut it in.
At ayun na nga po, 17th point for Jerico Bañares. 2 points away from securing this championship for Battle for Supremacy.
He's going to be breaking on the next rack to potentially get to the hill, so don't go away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
So pagkatapos po ng pasabog ng Sharks, Carlo Biado versus Chang, ito na po, this coming January 10 to 12 naman, kakalabanin naman niya si Dennis Orculio. The RoboCop versus Fire Dragon this coming January 10 to 12.
(7-12) ang score natin sa Race 19 sa ating finals ng Battle for Supremacy, the Sharks Invitational, presented by Congressman Arnie Teves. So Jerico Bañares will be breaking sa next track. Makikita po natin yan in just a few seconds.
Jericho's break is brought to us by Andy Premier. So both players wala nang push out. Ay wala nang jump shots rather. So pwede naman palang push out, sorry.
Jump shot lang.
Yeah, yung nasa utak ko jump shot. Yeah.
Ayun na. So
What I mean is yun na nga at pinupush out na niya for a jump. So mapipilitan ngayong mag two rail kick.
Pero actually partner, katulad ng napag-usapan namin din ni Professor Freeze kanina earlier. Hindi naman, paano ba sabihin, hindi style ng Filipino player ang jump shot. Talagang mas ma-bank shot, mas
mabanda talaga. Oo. More on kick.
Although may mga Filipino player na magaling talaga mag-jump shot.
Yes, kasi nag-evolve naman na rin yung game. So, yung jump shot is an art in itself na rin. So, hindi pa rin tanggap ng iba, syempre, yung mga purists kung tawagin na ayaw nilang, they wanna see the cue ball or the object ball stay dun sa, or nakadikit sa felt, sa cloth. Pero, yung
and interact with the rails.
Yes,
and,
so
other balls, kung ano man yung mga tatamaan.
yes. Pero, yun na nga, nag-evolve na rin tong laro natin.
Yes,
Kaya
yes. Like any sport.
Yeah. Kaya nakikita natin from wood, nagkakaroon na rin ng carbon fiber. Parang dati sa tennis, di ba? Mga raketa dati, gawa sa kahoy.
Akala ko may scratch pa. Buti naman.
Muntikan na siya doon.
Na-save pa. Pero diretsong tira ito sa
4
on the side.
So yun, parang raketa lang ng tennis dati, wood. Hanggang sa nag-move up to graphite, carbon na may halong graphite, Kevlar, ganun din, same rin materials.
And Jerico Bañares is looking good. Very much dialed in to get his 18th point.
Okay, so okay lang naman. Mas simple sana kung mas diretso siya sa 9. Pero ngayon may konting angulo, so looks like he's gonna drop this 9, take the 10 to the same corner kung saan
papasok. And he called for
papasok.
his extension na. So he wants to take his time talaga just to make sure na hindi siya mag-error dito.
That's right, same pocket.
At ayun na nga po.
Panday is on the hill.
So highlights from that previous rack. So makikita natin yung tira ni Jerico dun sa dos na naiwan. And I believe naging run out ito, ano?
Yes. Nag-ano pa siya, nag-safety, tas nakabalik si Yves.
Sorry.
Yan dito sa may 4. Pero ito, ito yung munti ka na mag-scratch. Oo.
Pero ano pa rin kumbaga hindi man nag-scratch, pero straight shot naman siya.
Nabenta yung 4. Yeah.
So that's how Jerico got his 18th point. And he's 1 point away from winning this. At tama ba siya ba ang magbe-break next?
Yeah, it's gonna be Yves ata.
So,
Yeah, tama. Yves Cabrito ang susunod pong sa Sargo.
okay.
So don't go away.
Secret weapon of champions. Battle tested. Engineered to perfection. The tip of the spear. Cool Q-tips. Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
Ayan, at syempre si Jocker, nagpapasalamat sa lahat. And ayan, binabati tayo ng maligayang Pasko sa buong Sharkanatics na nanonood ngayon kasama natin. 90s kid who is the current number 1 ranked player in the Philippines. Well, not 100% sure, but I think it's Carlo Biado.
Unofficially, pero kung susundan natin yung ating ginagawang rankings
Sa BMPAP, it's Kyle Amoroto. Oo. Kung sa Pilipinas sa pag-usapan. Pero sa ngayon, kung isasama mo yung mga international na achievements, Carlo Biado sa tingin ko,
Although,
number 1.
Partner, kung lumaro sa Philippine 10 ball si Carlo nun, malamang siya nag-champion doon. Kasi nung time na yun, meron siyang
Yeah, meron siyang sa ibang bansa laro sa ibang bansa. Looking to stay in this match, Cabrito with that break brought to us by Andy Premier.
Safety.
Cluster of balls right there near that side pocket. So it's 7, 8, and 10 na magkakadikit. So meron pang may konting pag-asa pa siyang makabalik dito since kailangan pang i-develop tong mga ibang bola. So dito pa lang iniisip na niya kung paano niya gustong lumanding yung pato para sa 4 na pabor para masira itong mga magkakadikit na bola.
Ito na, partner. Tingnan natin anong discarding gagawin ni Jerico Bañares after he drops this 4 ball na kinol niya sa corner.
Yan. Ginalawang 8. So that clears the 7. So meron ng pag-asa yung 7 sa may side pocket siguro. Kaya.
I don't wanna jinx it, partner, pero parang feeling ko this is the end, my friend, the end.
The beginning of the end.
7 ball, side.
Bit tricky. Ito na nga sabi ko itong G's kasi medyo nasa malapit. Ayun, okay. At least nakuha niya.
Ito na po. Last 3 balls, wala pong kukurap. Mabilis lang po itong mga pangyayaring ito.
Baka sa isang tira, mawala na 3. Ganun kabilis no?
And knowing how... Naku po, wag na
What have
natin
you
jinx.
done?
Wag natin jinx naman
What
sana.
have you done? Joke lang. Kasama naman talaga. Medyo alanganin yung posisyon. Bank shot.
Ito na po, mga kaibigan. Yves Cabrito, last 2 balls on this rack, possibly gain his 13th point.
Nabate ni Dea Jane Cruz, itong si John Lloyd Cruz ng Pilipinas.
Red ball, corner.
And there you go, Yves Cabrito lives for another rack. And yes, Mnu Supkiss, the end isn't the end. So,
Yves Cabrito saying,
not
it ain't
yet.
over till it's over.
Not yet.
Kita mo na yun. Last 3 balls na sana. Had he made that 8, tapos na siguro ito. Pero buhay na buhay pa rin po si Yves Cabrito. So let's see kung makakahabol pa siya. Ilang match points ang kailangan niyang isave dito. So, ang susunod pong sa Sargo, I think, will be Jerico Bañares. So let's find out kung ano pong mangyayari sa ating susunod na rack. Babalik po kami.
Secret weapon of champions. Engineered to perfection. Battle tested. A warrior spear. Caw Jump Cues. Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
At hindi pa po tayo tapos mga Sharkanatics. Nagkamali sa 8 dito kanina si Jerico Bañares, kaya nabigyan ng pagkakataong maka-13 si Yves Cabrito. Jerico Bañares will be breaking on this next rack. So let's see kung ito na nga ba ang kanyang ano bang tawag doon? Panuldok na ba ni Jerico ito? Tingnan natin.
Pag nakuha niya ito, malinis na 200,000 piso.
Wow.
Limpak na sa lapi.
Sana all magaling magbilyar.
Pero
Ako
hindi na
naman.
rin naman masama kung mag second place ka.
Oo naman.
3,000 din yan.
Siyempre. At yung hindi po mananalo dito sa kanilang final, makakakuha naman ng 100. Here we go. Break is brought to us by Andy Premier. 9. Inaasahan niya 9 pumasok pero wala. Pati na rin yung 8 dito. Munti ka nang pumasok. So push out pa rin naman or safety para kay Yves Cabrito. Knowing na walang jump shot, kaya ano siya, kumbaga kumpiyansa siya na gumawa ng gantong safety.
Itago na lang din sa mga bola.
Mm-hmm.
Quick question, partner. Pag itong nasa bingit ka na ng panalo, yung mga high level players tulad ni Jerico, kinakabahan pa ba yun?
Well, being human, of course, it's part na maging makaramdam ka ng konting
Ano na lang
nervyos.
sa kanila yan? Parang another day at the office na lang.
Well, hard to say. Siguro, di ko kasi naabot pa yung ganyang Pero sa tingin ko, kung meron man, alam na nila paano i-control or i-manage yung pressure.
Ito, si Yves trying to keep his championship fire alive. He's definitely capable of, doing a run out here.
Definitely,
Maganda
yeah.
naman ang layout ng mga bola.
Oh, and all of a sudden,
Nabati ko ata.
this happens.
Three ball, side.
Calls the 3 to the side. Cue ball. Sana sa may likod ng 7.
Three ball, side.
Ito nagpapahabol ding bate si Marlon. Binabati tayo ni Marlon Ego ng Merry Christmas. At binabati na rin niya si Jerico Bañares dahil sabi niya dito mananalo na raw. Okay, so this is looking a bit more clear for Jerico.
Last 4 balls for Jerico Bañares.
6 ball, side.
Reginald Cabrito. Ayan, at matagal na nating hindi nakakaramdam dito sa comment section.
Pasensya pa na po mga kapating, hindi po natin sinasadya ang commentators jinx. Nangyayari lang po talaga yan ng sadya. And here we go, championship shot.
What a way to win this. Tinan mo yung posisyon sa G's. There you
tayo na
go.
po mga kaibigan. Jerico Bañares gets to 19 points.
All right.
The Panday
The
wins
Panday wins our Sharks Invitational. Alam mo, yeah, go ahead.
Nothing to be ashamed of for Yves Cabrito. Malalim din ang dinaanan niya.
malalim mo.
Top 32, and then the top 16, and then the quarterfinals, and then here, nothing to be ashamed of. He played well as far as I'm concerned. Pero iba talaga ang talim ni Panday.
Oo, yun na nga. Tsaka mas mahirap tong format ngayon dahil sa ating push out and
Push out.
Bale wala yung break and run.
Definitely, it's an interesting rule. Kasi it challenges the players na hindi lang sila basta break and run out.
Yes.
Talagang positioning battle, yung kanilang diskartihan na parang ibibenta ko ba ito or itatago.
That's
So
right.
congratulations, Jerico Bañares, Panday ng Antipolo City for winning Battle for Supremacy. Siya ang Supreme.
Siyang kumbaga, ano bang tawag dun sa Tagalog? Who went against the odds dito.
Yung Tagalog,
Yeah.
ang Supremo.
Ang Supremo. Ayun na nga. Once again, congratulations to Panday, Jerico Bañares, and this ends our Battle for Supremacy Sharks Invitational. So don't go away because meron pa po tayong 10-man amateur ring game. So stay with us.
This is a new world of pool. Home of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome to Sharks.
Magandang gabi mga Sharkanatics. This is AJ Ong and kasama ko ngayon mga finalists natin dito sa ating Sharks Invitational Battle for Supremacy. So on my left, we have Yves Cabrito. On my right is Jerico Bañares, ang ating champion. So unahin na muna kita, Yves. Alam natin lahat, napakahirap makaabot sa top 32. Lalo na ngayon at inulit natin, inimbitahan kayo ulit ng Sharks na maglaro-laro kayo and nang makaabot dito sa finals. So, ano yung mga naramdaman mo kung meron kang gustong i-explain sa amin? Napagod ka pa since umaga ka pa naglalaro kanina, no? 10 a.m., di ba? So, naging factor ba yun sa'yo na medyo napagod ka siguro, di ba? So, paki-explain na lang sa amin.
Medyo napagod kasi lalo mahaba yung laro. Pero okay lang naman kasi sa akin naman na laro lang, bibigay ko lang yung best ko para manalo. Yun lang. Yun lang.
Ayun, medyo. Ayan, kanina kasi, 'di ba, meron kang tinira sa 5 na yung tirang yun, sana panghabol mo na yun Pero nakalug mo dito at siya nga yung nanalo doon. So, yan, pagkakataon na lang siguro para pasalamatan ang mga pamilya, mga supporters natin. Siyempre, ang Sharks, pati BMPAP, Yves Cabrito.
Yun, nagpapasalamat po sa Sharks at sa may BMP, PAP. Tsaka siyempre sa mga kaibigan na sumusuporta sa akin tsaka sa pamilya ko. And sa Mariana family. Salamat po.
Ayan, medyo nahihiya ang ating finalist na si Yves Cabrito. Pero pagdating sa mesa, ibang klase. Palakpakan po natin, Yves Cabrito. And syempre, itong ating champion ngayon si Jerico Bañares. Hindi ka ba nagsasawang manalo dito at makita si Cassie? Anyways, eto, mensahe para mabilis na tayo dito. Mensahe para sa mga fans mo, sa pamilya, sa mga sumusuporta sa iyo sa paglalaro ng bilyar.
Unang-una, nagpapasalamat ako sa Sharks, sa BMPAP, and then Mariano family, maraming salamat po. Tsaka sa pamilya ko, sa asawa ko, sa 2 anak ko, sa nanay ko, sa tatay ko, ayan. Maraming salamat. Tsaka sa mga sumusuporta sa Sharks, mga fans dyan, lagi lang kayo manood at maganda lagi yung mga laro dito.
Po natin lahat ng mga players natin, top 32, hindi po biro ang kanilang pinagdaanan dito and sila po ang natira. Jerico Bañares and Yves Cabrito once again, guys. Maraming salamat po. And guys, do not go away kasi meron pa po tayong 10-man ring game. Ayan. Bye-bye.
This is a new world of pool. Home of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome to Sharks.